this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable.
Coming out aggressively. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Intercept. The 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. The Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football, and that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do.
Taking a shot on the first play. Goes high to pull it in. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Makes the grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
See it. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to...
Caught! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Again, it's saying, touchdown Buckeyes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hoosiers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability.
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback keeper. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Makes the grab down the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. The run inside. It's Beebe. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to keep the drive alive. At the 35, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Caught in the backfield, it's Preston. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Oh, Could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Running inside, it's Jackson. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sayin to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Julian with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. Trying to get it to the marker. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Pulled and finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hoover. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Working that left side now. Nice move, creates some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Beebe. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Maybe some room here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Throwing, say it. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
That is a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no.
From the gun on third down, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. There he goes. Inside the into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Beebe. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now 1st and 10 from their own 46. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the delay, it's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Beebe. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Floating away. Myers on the move. He's open on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Now he's looking into the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the move, he fires. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that... with Kevin Connors. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I did catch up with Coach Signetti coming out of the locker room. He absolutely knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. With both teams undefeated this late in the season, he understands the quality of this opponent. He told his guys in the locker room, we have to separate ourselves, and it starts now. I'll let you know how that develops here on the sidelines in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Snags it and he's open. The 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Play fake, Julian Sayed, looking to scramble. Uncorks one to the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sayed, looking left. He's got it. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Offense set on first down. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayed. Looking down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Sayed back to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Here's Julian Sayed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Sayed on the play action. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Sayed. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Beebe. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Hoover. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Saying, oh, they're after him. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be
snags it, and there's running room. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Unleashes one. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. This time on target. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Running inside, it's Jackson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun, and they get him down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. It's caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll go play action with Sayin. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Quickly complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Indiana. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Throwing, say it. Skips away from pressure. He turns it loose to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's second and long. Shoots it to the left. Right on target this time. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. The Buckeyes with an answer.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Pulls it, fired, complete. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to...
Makes a grab and room to run. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him come to it.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. The RPO, it's complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the... I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college